What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stavro from Quickscope Trading, and this is going to be one of the first videos on the channel. So this video is talking about, or shall I say, we are going to talk about today. Should I create a prop firm account, or should I just open up my own brokerage account? Well, a lot of you guys are new, and that's totally fine, and I love that because that means you guys are hungry, you guys are interested in trying to get into the markets and, see if this journey can change your life, just how it changed my life. So we're going to talk about a couple of the so to say differences. So a personal account versus prop firm. Okay, we're gonna talk about a personal account first because I think everyone knows what a personal account is. Personal account is just you make your own account and you put some money in. If you make money, you make money. You get to pull out the same day. If you lose money, you lose money. It's double-edged sword, right? If you're someone who has a lot of money, you could open up a personal account. If you don't have a lot of money, you could open up a personal account. I personally would suggest, especially if most of us are beginners, to go prop firm. Honestly, I've been really, even if it doesn't really matter, even if someone comes to me like I have $30,000, I just have a hard time now with how these rules are and stuff like that. Why you wouldn't go with a prop firm? Because essentially, you're not even risking your own money anymore. And honestly, it's pretty much, there's no excuse. If you really want to learn, these companies are making it where you have no excuse to not be able to trade. So let's talk about Top Step. Top Step is my preferred choice for a variety of reasons. I think the rules are the best. I think the customer service is the best, which if you've been a trader and you are trading often and you know how customer service is and a lot of, just in general, customer service, a lot of these places are freaking ass. Top Step I've found is the best for customer service by far. And I think they also just have the most, well, they are just the most legitimate. It's been around for 10 years. And any like big YouTuber for the most part is actually using Top Step, which also helps that part too. So you can see some cool little stuff. Fund a trader payouts. They give out 10 million. Average monthly accounts. That's cool. 2 days to earn a fund account. This just changed yesterday. This right here, average payout 7 hours. That is the fastest in the business, if I'm not mistaken. I heard there was one more, but it's like a really weird looking thing, and I don't even know what the name is actually. So if I don't really know the name of it, I feel like that also says a lot. So let's talk about how this works. So pretty simple. A prop firm is basically a company where you pay to buy an account, like a practice/simulated account, for a small monthly fee. The monthly fees we have here are a $50,000 account, $100,000, $150. So you can see $50,000, $49. Okay, so it's $50, $100, $150. You can see what the original prices were before. That's a huge difference. Okay, so once you do pass an account, there is an activation fee for $149, so $150. So it's really not that bad, and you only pay that once you get the account passed. Which is kind of cool is that instead of paying $165 up front, you can pay your $50, and let's say you make some mistakes and you lose an account. Well, you could just pay $50 for another account rather than paying $165. If you make a mistake, you need to spend money on a reset, and a reset is pretty much you break the rules on the account, and then once you break the rules on the account, you have to pay $100. But with how this new setup is it's $50 right now for a 50K account, and which is pretty cool because a 50K account, if you mess up, well, you just get $50 off the reset, so you might as well just buy another account, kind of like a little hack, so to say. But when you buy the 150K account, which is, I would completely just disregard this 100K. I would only do this 50K or 150K. Personally, I like the 150Ks, but I can see why the 50K is also why it's very appealing, especially with how the resets are working right now. It does make it pretty appealing, I will say. But anyway, 50K or 150K. Pretty simple. You have to make $3,000, you have to make $9,000, you have to make $6,000. The contract size is how many things you can buy and how many things you can sell, just kind of like your quantity. For someone who's a really beginner, I can buy 1 contract, 3 contracts, etc. Your maximum loss is $2,000. So this part is pretty simple, right? Maximum loss, I thought I was going to say the daily loss. But the daily loss for a 50K account is $1,000. The daily loss for 100K is $2,000. And a daily loss for 150K is $3,000. Pretty much what it means is that's just the maximum you can lose in a given day. Before, if you hit that number, you actually lost your account. But now that actually is not a thing. So it's actually a pretty cool little thing. So before, as of yesterday, you had to be, the fastest you could pass was 4 days. They just made it where now you could pass in 2 days, which is pretty dope. So they say now that the max you can make is 50%. So we're going to look at what an account looks like, okay? So I bought this account just Friday before they close, and took a couple trades. So I think I took one or two. I don't remember. Well, it says 8 trades, but yeah, it says 8 trades, but I didn't take 8 trades. But anyway, so I took a couple, whatever it was. And so this is what it looks like. This is the dashboard. So it says your high, current low, blah, 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 weekly P&L. Cool. So that's what we really care about. Reach and maintain a $9,000 profit target. Best day cannot be greater than 50%. So if my if my account profit target is 9,000, I cannot make over $4,500. Now they said 50%, so you can make 4,500 pretty much on the dot. Okay. So if you look at a calculator and you go 9,000 times 0.509, technically that's the max you can make before, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to find this out for us probably on Monday or Tuesday. But that's the max you can make before your account, you have to make more money. So if you actually make more money than 50%, they make you make a little bit more. If it's like $20 that you're over, they might make you make like $60, but it's nothing. But definitely don't go over like $400 or $300 or $500. That's going to suck ass. Do not exceed your account to go $3,000. Okay, cool. Now do not let your account balance go below $145,000. I am trying to do this pretty quickly for you guys though. So I apologize if I'm talking a little fast. So it's pretty simple, honestly. Just don't lose money, right? It's easier said than done, but that's the only rule that you need to worry about. What's really cool about Top Step is that how they calculate your drawdown versus other companies is it's how it's at the end of the day. So if you go up $100, there are companies now where your stop is actually getting calculated while you're in a winning trade. Top Step doesn't do this. So personally, this is also why I like it the best, because that alone has gotten me many times where I've lost live accounts with other companies like Apex and stuff like that when I was actually even up on that account for, I don't know, $1,000. I mean, it's happened so many times. It's kind of ridiculous. And so I'm literally getting punished for not taking profit, which, you should be punished. But, sometimes your plan is not to take profit right there, you know what I mean, or take as much profit. So that part's pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to be in a live account. So this is, if you've seen me posting on Instagram recently and stuff like that, this is what I've been kind of sharing. So I got an account on Thursday with these guys. You're allowed to have 3 accounts, so I'm buying another account tomorrow. Maybe I'll buy 2 more. I don't know. So I have the one right here that we saw. So you see S1. This express means this is real money, baby. This is a real deal. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that $5,000 is a normal gain for me, because it's not. That's obviously fairly high. I've definitely had $5,000 days, but not back to back. So that was pretty cool. First 2 days back to back, $5,000. So anyway, going to how this part works. So 5 days of $200. Okay. So how this works is a lot of people have these questions about how do I make my money? Okay. So the first $10,000, the first 10K is 100% mine / yours. Okay. After 5 green days of $200, you can pull out up to 50%. Okay. So let's just say $200 is the minimum. So I'm up 10,500. Let's just say I go to 11.2K. Okay. So the next day it's going to show a little thing right here, and it says, hey, you're approved to take a payout. So I can say, okay, cool. So they'll say, how much you want to take out, or I don't even have to take out. I could literally just keep building it if I want to. There's nothing that forces me to take out. Let's just say I want to take out the 5K. So let's say I take out the max. Let's just make this 11,000. Let's just make this simple. So I will take out 5.5K. Okay, pretty cool, right? Well, like I said earlier, the first $10,000 is mine. So now I will have a $5,500 account after getting paid out. Okay. Now let's say I make another 10K after everything. after my losses, after my games for another 5 days. Okay, so now my account is at 15.5K. Okay. Well, now how it works is I can take up to 50% of my total balance. 50% of my total balance. Okay. So that's pretty much how it would work. So now I could say, instead of being able to only take out of that 10K I made within those 5 days, so whether it's 7 days, etc., because it doesn't have to be 5 green days in a row, just 5 days of $200 plus. I can now pull out, I don't know, what is that, 7.7K, 7.75K, I believe it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. 7.75K. So I can take out 7,700. Now, after that, my account is a total of 7,750. 7,000, you know what I mean. $7,750. Now, what happens if I take out, oh, Stavro, well, I'm not going to make that much or whatever it is. Okay, cool. Let's say after your 5 days or 7 days, you have $1,000, okay? Well, if you take out half of that, which is the 50%, you're only left with $500. So I wouldn't take out if I only had $1,000. I would probably personally try. Now this is obviously a personal preference, but I would try to get you around $3,000. So you could pull out $1,000 and still have a $2,000 buffer. It really also does depend on you, but when it comes to time for you guys to pull out money, God willing, everyone's able to pull out money. But when it comes to a time where you're in the position where it's time to start pulling out money, we can have a conversation and I'll talk to you guys one-on-one about that and kind of go from there. But first, let's get you guys trading, and then we're having good problems if we're trying to figure out what kind of money to make or how much money to pull out. But other than that, guys, I feel like that's pretty much the majority of how Top Step works. I mean, it's pretty. If I think of anything else, I'll definitely say it. Obviously, please check out the YouTube. They have a lot of videos. But I mean, look at the site. It looks pretty clean. But just to recap, you pay an account for a monthly fee. Once you pass an account, you actually don't get rebilled anymore. So if I buy the 50K account, I pass the 50K account, pay $150 for activation, account's good, I'm in it, $200, great. If I lose the money, another thing, if you lose a live account, so if I lose this account right here, I don't owe Top Step any money. The only money I owe them is the money I already paid them. So I owe nothing. I owe them nothing. So that's also a pretty cool thing. A lot of people think, oh, well, what if I lose that money? Well, you don't lose shit. That's their risk. That's what you paid for the account to do. You paid for an account evaluation. You're rewarded with an account that you can trade. So if you're wondering how it works and how you're able to get money and stuff like that, is you're trading on a simulated account in the beginning. You pass evaluation. This is still technically a simulated account. This is still technically considered a simulated account. But the reason why it says Express and the reason why it's real money now is because if you think about it, most people trade fail, right? So how they used to do it was they'd give you a real money account. Well, imagine if I spent $300 and now Top Step gives me an account of $2,000 or $4,500 a drawdown. Well, they just lost $4,500. They just lost $4,200, right? And kind of going back to the whole why I think Top Step is really worth it. Well, I feel like this right here says it all, because if you think about it, let's say you only have $1,000, right? Well, if you spent and happen to pass an account on your first try, $300 on you bought the biggest one, your drawdown is $4,500, right? Which we've already established, right? Well, I already passed it, but so it doesn't say that now. It's saying you don't let my account balance go to zero. But if you spend the $400, now I get $4,500. Well, I just 15x my buying power, guys. So that's ridiculous if you think about it. And on top of that, in order to go 15 contracts, by the way, if you open up your own brokerage account or even 5 contracts, you probably need close to you need 5,000 to open the position, like 5,100. But in reality, with how fast you get liquidated, you'd probably need like 6 to 7 grand where you wouldn't get liquidated in a matter of seconds. So me being able to go in 50 contracts, and I haven't gone in 50 contracts yet because that moves very quickly. But in order to go like that, I would need probably a 25K account, 30K account, where instead of You know, it's just a quick, oh, boom, I can go in 15K. The scaling plan, I realized I didn't touch up on that. The scaling plan is pretty simple. So it works in your favor. I don't care what anyone says, it works in your favor. Because I've lost plenty of live accounts, prop firm accounts, tops up accounts, etc. And how it works is if my account is below, so let's take the 150K. So if I don't have a profit of 151,500, so 1,500, I can only trade 3 lots. Then if I have, if I'm in this category from 1,500 to 2,000, 4 lots. Once I make over 4,500, I'm able to make 15 lots. Same thing goes for a 50K account. This is in your benefit, so you don't go max contracts and lose your account. You don't, remember, like I said, you don't even need more than 5 contracts. Now, when you're trading someone like me, I did go in 7 or 8, but I don't start with 7 or 8. I start with 1 or 2, and then maybe I'll go to 2 or 3 start. And then in some scenarios, maybe I'll start more, but everything's a per case situation. So that's how the scaling plan works. Before, you actually had a scaling plan in the evaluation. Now you don't. So that part's pretty cool, if you ask me. It is easier to pass. But other than that, guys, yeah, welcome to Top Step. I think it is without a doubt the #1 and the best way to get started into trading. It's the easiest barrier to entry. It really only is about $89 because you do have to pay the market data fee. But I mean, $89. I mean, guys, I spent $349, and now I'm up to $10,500. Whether I lose it or I mess it up or not, in theory, I could literally sit here and just trade for $200 the next 3 days, which you'd like to think I can if I made $5,000 and collect $5,500. And so I paid $300 or $350, whatever it was with the market data. But I'm not going to really count that anymore because you have to pay that if you want to get started trading with companies. And, you know, my $300 investment is literally 30x'd. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. But all right, guys, thank you so much. You know, it's my first video. This was going to need a little bit of longer video because I know a lot of people are pretty new. But I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the Discord. I'm going to be trading live on YouTube in the mornings. And, you know, we have already some members in our paid Discord, which is pretty dope. And we've actually been kind of cashing out. I'm not going to lie. We've been calling all these trades live in the Discord too. And people have actually made some money and passing accounts. And so it's been pretty cool. But thank you guys for everything. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you soon.